Coach, could you walk us through the challenge that Arkansas's running game presents your defense?
Yeah, it's the same challenge that Arkansas's running game presents everybody. You know, they're the number one rushing team right now in the country. I think we're the top two scoring teams in the league and two of the top three in the country with really two contrasting styles. They've got two fabulous running backs. I think the point total has become interesting to me based on who they've played because, you know, you can run the ball the way they've run it, but I think where they've really improved, they've always been big and strong. They've got 2 or 3 outstanding backs, but I think the quarterback play has really improved. Keon Hatcher is a threat on the outside and can loosen you up. You know, they've got. I saw a stat the other day in their press release. They've got the largest offensive line. If their offensive line was in the NFL, they'd be the biggest guys in the NFL. So let alone our league. So those are some big guys that they run behind, and then they create a lot of problems for you right now from a passing standpoint. You know, I think, yeah, we talk about their running backs who are tremendous players, but I think Brandon Allen has really improved as a passer and being accurate in their play action game and quick game stuff. So, you know, you got to be on your P's and Q's to be able to handle that. You can't score that many points just running the ball all the time. And they've created big plays out of their running game. Sure, they've scored a lot of rushing touchdowns, but they've gotten loose deep on people. And they also lead the country in kickoff returns. So, you know, they've already returned those. So, that, you know, they're averaging 30-some yards a kickoff return, which is giving them great field position. They're running the ball really well, and their play-action game has become a big deal. So they are a much improved football team over last year. You know, I would argue that they should be ranked. You know, you've got one loss to a top 5 opponent, and you go on the road and beat a Big 12 opponent by 3 touchdowns, and then come back and beat you know in Northern Illinois, who's been playing pretty good football. So you know, I would argue that they should be a top 25 team.
Middle left here, Sam.
2 status checks, Speedy Noyle and Cam Clear. What are their statuses?
Cam played last week, and we'll see about Speedy.
Okay, so Cam didn't re-injure himself on Saturday.
Who told you that?
I just saw him with street clothes in the second half.
Yeah, well, he's all right.
And Speedy's, we'll see.
We'll see.
And what you mentioned the size of their line. Is it just their offensive line or their technique-wise? What is it? Why is it they run the ball so well?
It's what they do. You know, there was no difference. That people asked that at Wisconsin. I mean, it's what you spend your time doing. And I've said this. There's a million ways to skin a cat, and how you do things, and there's no arguing that they're very good at what they do. And that's been Brett's deal when he was at Wisconsin, and he's stuck to his guns on that. And you can see that's what you believe in. And so when you're good at something, you understand not only how to do it, but you understand the problems that come along with it. and how to rectify those problems. And so, yeah, there's a combination of things. There's experience, there's knowing what to do, it's an attitude, and it's belief in your system. And there's no doubt that they believe in it. And like I said, they might have taken their lumps last year, but it's evident right now that they're a very confident football team, and they should be based on the way they've played. You know, they're winning 3 in a row.
Middle right.
Coach, we saw Myles Garrett come out and be explosive this season, and same thing with Washington in the game against SMU. Are there any other defensive players that you're kind of waiting to see kind of break out and have those explosive games? And do you think Arkansas is a big opportunity for some of those players to step up?
Yeah, we'd like for any defensive player to break out like that. So I don't care who it is. You know, we've got a couple guys that have potential, but you know, you never know the way things. You know, Sean Washington, I think, has been overlooked last week. I thought his his just the fact that he came back and played the way he played shows that he's got the potential to be one of those guys. So we have a number of guys like that, but until it really happens, like it's happened really for those two, you don't know. But I think we're getting better. I said it after the game. We'll see where we are after Saturday. It'll be a great test for us to really see up front, particularly in our front seven. Where we are as a defensive front and where we are as a team.